me, Mario.
Hey, hello everybody, it is me, Austin16. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and if not, I'm always praying for you. And in today's video, what I have for you is a ranking video of all the Super Mario 64 levels from my own personal humble opinion. This is my opinion, this is my list, and if you want to make your own, make sure to comment down below, and let's see what you got. But this is from 15 to 1 from every level in the game. I will not be counting the secret stars, but here we go. At the very last of number 15, we are starting off with Dire Docks. I will say I do not love this level. I do not really like this level. To be honest, this level for me kind of feels like a chore. If they could have like done a shorter version of this level with like maybe adding the submarine as its own star, not this this as a whole level, then I feel like it still would have done its purpose. You know what I mean? But to me, most of these stars in this level are pretty boring. Most of them are pretty repetitive from Jolly Roger Bay, in my opinion. I don't really enjoy many stars here. I say, the submarine and the red coin mission are the ones I like the most. But other than that, not a big fan. Here on number 14, we have Rainbow Ride. And while I do appreciate what the creators of were trying to do, but it didn't really pay off or work off for me. I still enjoy the stage, at least a little more than, of course, Dire Docks, but it still has some enjoyment to it. But this area right here, I really enjoy. But the part where you have to ride on the magic carpet, the very slow magic carpet, is pretty much like riding the longest and slowest roller coaster you've ever ridden on, that you have to ride 4 times in a row. To me, honestly, but I really want to see the making process of this level and what they were actually going for. I feel like what they may have been going for. You've just went through all the levels in the game, and you want to relax a little right before the final boss with Bowser. But I mean, you think for a final level in the game, it'd feel more grand, like grand finale-ish, and getting you a little more hyped for right before Bowser. But honestly, to me, it doesn't really feel that way. But yep, that's my opinion. There's a couple stars I do enjoy, I will say, but most of them are off of the ride. Now we're on to number 13, and that is Snowman's Land. Honestly, there's really not much to say about this level. I'm sure that this level and Cool Mountain get mixed up all the time. I do think this level is not very memorable. Cool Mountain is much more, fawned upon and looked upon. And also, this level doesn't have a painting at the beginning of, the world, so that probably could also bring it down a notch. I will say the best thing about this level is the igloo. I do think that's a really cool feature, but other than that, I have nothing much to say no more. And here we are with number 12 on the list, and that is Tiny Huge Island. Alright, on Tiny Huge Island, I will say that I think I want to like the stage more than I do. The stage is awesome, the concept is amazing. Also, it probably has something to do with, bringing it back to Super Mario Bros. 3, with the levels with the giant Goombas. Like I said, I definitely want to like this level more than I actually enjoy it. I think the concept of the level is awesome, but the stars that you get on this level aren't, I feel as utilized as they could be. The only one that I really like is the Wiggler, of course. The Wiggler one is obviously, the coolest thing with going inside the cave and everything. But every other star is pretty okay at best. And number 11 I have is Shifting Sandland. Shifting Sandland is a level that has grown on me over the years. When I was younger, I hated this level, I will say. I've always liked the look of it. Like desert, Egyptian themed things have always looked pretty cool to me. I mean, I'm a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, so there's that. But, I feel like it was more of a skill issue, if I'm being honest. But, this level always wasn't, the best for me. But over the years, it definitely grew on me. Or it's more of a nostalgia now, but that's why I'm sitting at 11. That's some pretty awesome stars. The stars on this level are really cool and unique. Now that I look at it, I mean, you have the ones on top of the 4 pillars. You have, the giant star inside the pyramid. It was very eye-catching. You have some of the fun stars inside the pyramid, like the secrets. This level also has a really nice use of enemies to me as well. You got the pokies. You get a lot of enemies that are like platforms that like try to hurt you, like the blocks that turn over near the puzzle maze, and the ones inside of the pyramid that try to kill you and crush you. This level is really awesome, and like I said, it definitely grew on me over the years. And you got the hand. You got like the hand boss with the hand eye. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's pretty easy nowadays to defeat, but it's still a cool boss. We are now in the top 10 of my list. Starting it off with Cool Cool Mountain. This level just brings me back home. It's definitely a cool level to play during winter time. This level like really feels like, I don't know, like it feels like Christmas. It has that Christmassy feel, and the penguin level, the penguin and everything about this level is so awesome and funny to go around and try to knock off the penguin level overall. The penguin race, of course, that star is always fun to go in, and that one level with the snowman and his head that lost his head, or trying to find another head, and you gotta roll his head like a snowball down the mountain and get the snowman's head on top of his body. Once again, that's a really unique and fun star in this game on this level. And the red coins on this level aren't too bad. They can be pretty fun on this level as well. You can just like long jump all the way down the snow level, and Mario will like get stuck on his head and stuff like that. And of course, the iconic level of getting the penguin's baby back to its mother, and most people just chucking the penguin off of the mountain. Yeah, but this level has some nice memories with me. It's just a really fun and joyful level. That is why it is in my top 10. And up next is Tall Tall Mountain. Now this one may come to a surprise to some of you, but I don't know. There's just something about this level that really, over the years, hasn't really like grown on me. I never really disliked the stage or hated it in any way. It was kind of just there. But I feel like over the years I've like enjoyed it more than I originally did. I'm not really sure what it is about it. I guess like the way the platforming is and how like unique like the mountain scaling of this level is. I don't know, it really hit me in a different way than some other levels. But I don't know, like the stars on this level are really cool, like with the monkey and everything. It's really fun. It's pretty funny actually. And then the one that's off of on the mushroom, that one's really fun to try to get to in different ways. And of course the slide. If there's a slide, it's always gonna be fun. And this is probably the best slide in the game, I would say. It's definitely the longest slide, and honestly, it just reminds me of like a Sonic, like in Sonic Adventure, if you played Sonic Adventure 2 in the like jungle area, and there's like a whole bunch of like rails and stuff. That's kind of what this slide reminds me of a whole lot. But I don't know, there's something about Tall Tall Mountain that I really, really like about it. But it's on my top. It's number 9, so obviously it's doing something right for me. And my number 8 is Jolly Roger Bay. Yep, it is a water level, but this one I actually prefer way, way much more over Dire Dire Docks, obviously, as by ranking. But I actually don't mind the stage that much as others do, as a water stage. So, a lot of people are going to hate it. It's hard to make a water stage that people enjoy in platforming games, I feel like. But this one, actually, I don't think it's that bad. I was kind of debating on if I should put this up higher or lower, honestly. But, with the music, I like the vibe really, really sets in this level for the most part. But I feel like, the water section isn't that horrible. And, you can get, I feel like mostly the reason why people hate water levels so much is because how slow they are. And, Jolly Roger Bay has like a little more of a land section that makes it a little bit easier and a little quicker to get across the water completely. And I would say the coins can be a bit stingy, but honestly, I kind of like that because it makes you explore the area and the world a lot more, and and just enjoy that sweet tune of Jolly Roger Bay. Even though it's called Dire Dire Docks, it should be called Jolly Roger Bay. But anyway, I really like the eel in this level. Of course, it gave most children nightmares, but it's a really cool design, and it's really stuck with me, and I'm sure a lot of other children over the years. And the treasure chests are really unique to the pirate theme that they were going for. It almost has a pirate ghost theme to it, if I'm being honest. That's the vibe that it gives off to me. But I really enjoyed it over the years. Nothing really much to complain about. It's number 8. And now we have number 7, and this is Wet Dry World. This is honestly another stage that grew on me more and more every time that I play the game. And it's gotten really high on my list. It was, I'm pretty sure, near the early days of me playing this game, this level was probably somewhere in the worst levels of the game for me. But over the years, it really shot up in my ranking. And I feel like it has to do with the combo of course, wet and dry world, hence the name. But honestly, it's really, really unique, and it's really well designed. And although it could be probably a little bit better positioned in the platforming and stuff, but I'm sure they had their limits on what they could do with how much they put into the stage, and the implication of wet and dry with the mechanics of it. But yeah, I think this level is really cool, and of course, over the years, as this game does, or as this game has, just completely changed the whole vibe of the world with all the conspiracy theories and game theories and whatnot. But yeah, even the underground town, the underwater town, that section is really cool and really nicely designed. I wish they would have put more stars down there. Honestly, that's probably my biggest complaint about this world, is that they didn't put any more stars down in the underworld, or the underwater section. But other than that, it's number 7. And here is number 6, Tick Tock Clock. 3 words. And this stage, honestly, I've always liked the stage. And the fact that it has like the slide music is pretty hilarious. Rainbow Ride has the slide music as well, but I don't know, it doesn't really fit there as much for me. Add that to the negative comments on that world, but on this level, it really fits. You know, this level is very, like more in the chat, like probably the most challenging Mario level, I would say. At least that's what I think. But yeah, it really does test your skill and how much you've improved in the game. This honestly, I feel like this level could have been the final level or the final stage of the game. Honestly, I feel like Rainbow Ride could have been cut out, and Tick Tock Clock could have been, you know, that placement of, you know, the final level, because it really does test pretty much most of what you like, pretty much like 80% of what you have learned in the game, and like combining them all with, like, you know, with all the wall jumps and, you know, the timed triple jumps and the long jumps. You know, it really does test you in what you have learned or haven't learned over the course of the game. And, you know, that's why it's number 6. I also thought about putting it higher just because of that reason. But yeah, Tick Tock Clock, I'm sure most of you have some great or not so great memories or fond memories of Tick Tock Clock, but I certainly do. That is why it's a number 6. Let's see what's next. And here we are at the top 5, and starting at number 5 is Hazy Maze Cave. Yep, my number 5 is Hazy Maze Cave, and some of you may be questioning what the heck is wrong with you and rolling your eyes, but honestly, I really, really enjoy this stage. It might be a personal, like, nostalgic thing for me, but even like just the way you enter the level, even like as a child, was very, very cool to me. Like with the metal poop or ink, whatever. I don't even remember what I thought it was when I was a child. Probably like some ink or something. But I've always thought it was really cool in this level. It may not really feel much like a Mario level, if I'm being completely honest. It honestly feels more like a Jak and Daxter, like the first game type of level, or I don't know, like it definitely feels a little out of place, but you know, I still really enjoy it. And you know, for the metal cap alone, it is very high for me. I have a lot of nostalgic towards the metal Mario cap and, you know, everything about it. But you know, I just had really fond memories of this level, and you know, over the years it went higher and higher and higher, and right now it was like top 3 for a long time until I played the Super Mario 64 Plus, and you know, some thoughts and some comments did kind of, you know, weigh me out a little bit, but it is number 5. And if you want more of an explanation, maybe I'll do a little story time or something on that. But let's go to number 4. Here we are with number 4, and it is the very first level of the entire game, Bomb Battlefield. This is like probably the most nostalgic one on here, of course. For probably everyone who's ever played Mario 64 knows this level is the first one you have to enter. It doesn't require any stars to enter it. So of course, it is the first level of the game, Bomb Battlefield. Such a classic. Just the theme song of Bomb Battlefield and everything brings you back immediately. It is really a really nice first level of this game. It is my number 4. It really just brings you in, drops you into this brand new world of Mario 64. First time learning these new controls, and you're in this place learning how to control Mario to your best. Probably flustering with the camera angle. It is such a wide open space, and everything that lets you do pretty much anything you want. with the controller in your hands, and of course the stars, and the iconic stars of going up the mountain, going up the summit to fight the King Bomb, and then exiting the level after getting that first star, and then racing Koopa the Quick on your way. And of course, I forgot to mention the chain chomp, the giant chain chomp that probably jump scared a lot of people, a lot of children or adults that played Super Mario 64 for the very first time. Just wondering, hey, how do I get this chain chomp off? And then you figure out how to ground pound, and then you go, there's a brand new star right in front of you, and you go into the stage again, and you're like, oh, that was the last star of the level. That's crazy. And it just right there, it teaches you, hey, you can get stars any way you would like. Anything, like any way you can think out of the box of how to get a star. And it teaches you right then and there, just with a chain chomp and that little log post, or the log post that the chain chomp is, chained to, of course. Just right there from that very first star, it shows you that you don't have to get all these stars in order. You can go at your own pace. And I'm sure a lot of people have truly stood by that ever since that has happened. But yeah, this stage is great, and it truly introduces you to this whole brand new world of Mario and revolutionized an entire gaming industry. They had some few, like 3D platformers, but not at this level until just now. But that is why it is number 4. Number 3, we are in the top 3, and number 3 is Lethal Lava Land. Yep. I don't feel like I have to say much about this level. It is just really awesome. I'm sure this is probably like most kids, growing up, favorite level of all time. Just super awesome, surrounded by lava. You get all these like cool looking enemies that look all like evil, and you get the big bully that you can knock into the lava and get a star from him. Then you got the bully's kids that you can knock into the lava. That sounded wrong, but it's the truth. You knock these kids off into the lava, then the mama or papa comes into play, and you have to knock him into the lava too. So, yep. This is it. And this is my number 3. Of course, it is awesome. It's an awesome level. With the 8 red coins, the puzzle Bowser. That is also really cool that they did that. And probably the fastest star that anyone's probably gotten in, the game so far. And, you got the 1 star inside the volcano. I think there's 2 stars inside the volcano. I bet that was awesome to figure out. They can actually go inside the volcano for once in a video game. But yeah, Lethal Lava Land is number 3. I don't really have much to say about it because it's self-explanatory just by the way it looks. It's just completely awesome. We're on to number 2. We are now at number 2, and my number 2 course is Course 2, Whomp's Fortress. This level is very, very special to me. It is just something that I've gravitated towards in this game. Every star is fun to get for me. Every star in this game and on this level is really fun to get to me. They have a lot of coins everywhere. That's probably don't quote me on this, but I feel like this level has the most coins in the entire game that you can get. And just the layout of this entire stage is just so fun to traverse around for me. It's just, I don't know, it's just really, every time I play this stage, it's it never gets old. It's always fun. Every time I played, even when they brought it to Super Mario Galaxy, I think it was number 1 or 2. But when they brought it to that game, it was still just as fun and cool as ever. And like I said, on this level, for me, every star is just really fun to get. There's really no low points to me on this level. Even though I can't pull off any of the speedrun tricks, it is still just a nice, overall fun and great experience for me And the of course the Womp King. Womp is probably one of my favorite Mario enemies of all time, so that just adds even more to the level for me. And then you got the 1-star with the owl and the cage, but most people just cheese and glitch in there, try their best to get in there with a triple jump. I usually just do it from the long jump it from the top of the tower on the 2nd star, and then you got the star with that's like next to the blue switch that you can just easily wall jump on, even though the game recommends that you use a cannon, but no one ever has probably done it in years. And then you got the blast away the wall one, which people also exploit to do with precise timing, But yeah, this stage is just overall a great experience, and that is why it is my number 2. And here goes my number 1 pick world of all time. That is Big Boo's Haunt. And all I gotta say is just the vibe, just the atmosphere of this level is just phenomenal. They really nailed the atmosphere of the spookiness and the creepiness. And I'm a person that loves horror movies and loves anything to do with ghosts and spirits and whatever. I just love all that type of stuff, even if sometimes they can be a little dramatic on those ghost shows, but I just love it. And this really does give me that spooky darkness vibe and the haunted feeling. And it really just makes your stomach turn whenever you hear that, or that music that they play on the soundtrack. It's just really awesome all around. And Boo is probably my number 1 favorite Mario enemy of all time. And all the secrets on this level are very awesome to find out. I remember as a kid, trying to find out all these different secrets and experiments and theories about this level and what happened, and it's just, it's just really, really awesome to see all this level, how it is and how it plays. It really just, it's just a whole vibe, really. If you love horror and the scary atmosphere and haunted things, this is definitely the level for you. And the pit feeling that you get when you fall through the stage by accident and falling all the way down to where that carnival thing is. It's the absolute worst feeling in the world, but that has some great memories. And of course, this piano right here. Another thing to add to the nightmare list for children, and who knows, maybe even adults, because that piano is terrifying. But yeah, this level and getting all the way up to the top to have the grand finale with Boo is just amazing. But yep, that is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this ranking video. Please leave your thoughts and opinions down below and your list. And here's a review of all of my level rankings. But I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. There is a playlist for Super Mario 64 Plus if you have not watched it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Austin16. God bless. Peace out. I'll see you next time.